Hello, 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 and welcome to today's class for Earth School. Class is in session! Hello, everybody. Today's topic is one that I'm very much looking forward to diving into. In fact, this is something that I have been giving a lot of consideration. And I'm not just saying that as a joke because today's class topic is consideration. I am so serious. This is something I have been reflecting on a lot. I don't have much planned to say, but I don't have anything planned because I know that intuitively everything that needs to be said will come to me and through me during this lesson today. Consideration is one of the examples of the words that we use that have a double meaning, both in a character value and also in a financial terminology. A consideration is a small payment or reward. Thank you for your consideration is something that reflects that you can, acknowledge somebody's time, energy, effort that they put into something. But also, our consideration would be a small reward, like a payment. For example, if you look it up on Google, you can see the word says a payment or reward. You can buy the books for a small consideration. Some similar words are premium, fee, remuneration, compensation, or recompense. But character value version of the word consideration means careful thought, typically over a period of time. So usually a person who is getting a job or applying for a job or a position of some sort, they would say, thank you for your consideration. We are happy to announce that you are a good fit for the role, or thank you for your patience during our time of consideration. Unfortunately, you are not necessarily the right fit. These are examples of how someone would use the word consideration. But I think it's important to also reflect on how we use the antonym or the opposite of the word, meaning inconsiderate. A lot of the time, people will say, oh, it was just so inconsiderate of you, or that person is just inconsiderate. And a lot of the time, whenever people use that word, they're saying it in a sense of they don't like the way that somebody didn't think of them, or they don't like the way that somebody acted in general. Now, those are two very different things, because if someone is being inconsiderate, it means they did not consider. They did not think about what could have been playing out. Sometimes people are very considerate of you or the situation and just choose to behave in a way that you don't like. Whether it's right or wrong is kind of not even a part of the conversation. It's just that you didn't like it. It doesn't mean they were inconsiderate. They could have given it a lot of thought. It just means that you didn't personally like it or align with it, which is totally your right and your choice. But again, it doesn't mean that the person didn't consider you. Sometimes, and this happens a lot, we don't know what the right decision is to make. You can sit and think about something all of the time. I had an example of this today. I considered whether or not I should have a conversation with somebody. You might see, I don't think I shared this in the last call. Maybe I did last time this came up. There's one other time this past month that this has happened. Just one, so that's good, because it used to be a very normal thing for me. But I've been making a conscious and considerate effort, not really effort, but choice to not do that, not set myself up to feel that way, to only have conversations that are in alignment. But I considered this yesterday. Should I have this conversation? And today I had it, and I'm grateful I did. But gosh, it really bothered me. Like, the way that the conversation went out really bothered me. And it's because the person that I was speaking with I had literally no business having conversation with them. I wanted to hear them out, but I realized that I had gone against my mastering the day. This happens sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't honor my midday reset, And then the way that the conversation went down, I had to set some serious and firm boundaries and made the decision in that moment and communicated that this won't be happening again. It wasn't like anything so inappropriate or anything like that I had to, that I felt violated, but there were things that were being said that were not appropriate for me. It just in a professional, respectful way. And I'm only sharing this to tell you that, for one, I'm still on my journey too. I never want to paint the picture that I'm perfect in any way to any of you. I'm learning. I've got a lot of inner work that I do every single day. I felt all of the feelings and I allowed myself to feel all the feelings from that. They weren't anything super destructive. They were just present within me. I did what I needed to do. I did my breathing into my solar plexus, into my belly, into my gut. I did my Ho'oponopono. I can never say it right. I spent 15 minutes saying, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And I burned the paper I needed to burn. I cackled as it burned, knowing that I'm moving forward in a more powered and empowered way. I sent the text message that was in alignment for a totally different person that I am feeling like an intuitive vibration toward. And I forgave myself. But it took a lot of consideration to be able to do that. A lot. And so that is a point that I'm seeking to make here, is that consideration is our reward, and it's a payment that we make. So we pay ourselves and the ones around us by being considerate. An example of being considerate would be folding the kitchen towels gently and placing them neatly. That's very considerate. That's something I really appreciate. I personally think it's very annoying to walk into a kitchen and see towels everywhere. So that's the point. You only need one, and whenever you use it, you could just fold it afterward or put it in the laundry if it's wet or dirty, right? To me, a very considerate act is to simply be neat and orderly. Again, I'm not perfect at this. There are times I'll leave the tea kettle on the stovetop. These are things that bother other people. It doesn't bother me. I drink so much tea, I go back and make more of it. But now that I know it bothers someone, I can be more considerate and make a point to put it away afterward, or even just say, hey, I'm going to make some more tea. So just know I didn't forget. I just am in my consideration, know that in an hour I'm going to make some more tea, and I actually want to use the tea leaves that are in that pot. So just know I wanted to communicate to you that that is something I noted that you don't like, that I'm thinking about. That's very considerate to communicate as well. So there are little things that we can do to be more considerate day in and day out. And the more that we learn the things that bother the people around us, the things that make the people around us happy, that excite the people around us, the more we know how to give in service to them in a way that's going to really resonate with them, right? Some people don't care about the towels at all. So someone else, it would be so much more considerate if you took time to just say to them, hey, I saw the effort you've been putting in. Or I keep saying effort. I guess I've been efforting. I don't know. Let me think of another one. Hey, I saw the way that you showed up today in that meeting. And I was just considering how much growth you've had this past year. I wanted to tell you. Some people, that would mean the world to them, you know? Or another thing that would be considerate would be, thinking, hey, or saying, hey, I know you like going to the beach. This weekend, I was considering something we could do together, and I thought, let's go on a trip to the beach. So that would be not only considerate because you're thinking about what they like to do, but you're also taking them to do that thing. That's very considerate of you. Very considerate of you. And so when we pay in consideration, it's both something that's character driven, value driven, and monetarily tied. The more considerate we are, the more we invite in the energy of money. When we operate on the frequency of love and money, we invite that into our lives. Whenever we operate on the frequency of money, we invite it into our lives. I invite money into my life. I am operating on the frequency of love. I always am very considerate of not only myself, but my people that I love and those that are around me. I make a point to consider how my actions may impact others. And I make a point in my consideration to make decisions that will not only make me happiest, but also be in most service to the people around me, which I do care about. These are the things we can do in act of consideration. Now, I want you to consider the ways that we can bring not only this one word, but all of the words that we've been covering so far to life, right? We have covered a lot of vocabulary within Earth School so far. We have talked about appreciation, mission, clarity, consistency, discipline. We have talked about how powerful we can be. We've talked about what it is to ensure something and what it is to ask the question why and what that means for us. We've talked about a lot of really valuable things so far. And so one of the things I would like to invite you to do today is to look in down below the 27-page games and activities packet and really dive deep into the word search and the crossword puzzle. Why? Because these are two activities and games that are going to enable you to give a lot of consideration toward what these words mean. You'll read the definitions for the crosswords and consider what word on the list could be the right fit for that definition. And for the word search, you will consider the words in the word bank and look for them within the word search. And so that is your homework for today. I trust that you take this and have it mean something unique and entirely so special to you. What I would love is to hear your stories. So you already know what I'm going to say next. Put a post in the community. Share one of the words that you found in the word search. Share what the word consideration means to you today. Share something considerate that you did for someone that you love. Share something inconsiderate that you are not in alignment with. Share, share, share. I'm so looking forward to hearing from you. Today's lesson is a little bit short because that word search and that crossword might take you a little bit of time. So remember that considering is absolutely a part of our holistic health and it affects our wealth as well. If nobody has told you today, I love you. 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 I love you so very much. It's like absurd how much I love you. I just want you to know. And I hope you feel and I trust you feel the vibration of love that I'm sending your way. And I hope you feel and I trust that you feel the vibration of love that I'm sending your way. And why? Because love is law and family. Family, baby. That's business. And don't mess with my family business. Period. I'm serious. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you.